Hello, welcome to Loveday Bakes. To all my returning viewers, what's up? How's it going? All the new viewers, nice to meet you, I'm Harry. And today, we're making bread. We're making bagels. Not any specific type of bread, a nice chewy bread. To all the New Yorkers out there, hey, I'm giving you a little nod. Before we start, I have to address the metal elephant in the room, which is the metal in my mouth. I'm afraid I do have braces now. Some of us were born without teeth and we've got to get implants. And that someone is me. You're gonna have to suck it up for a year. And in a year's time, hey, I'm gonna have the cutest pearly whites you've ever seen. It'll be worth it. If I sound a little bit like I'm talking through metal, it's because I am. So I apologize for that. I'm gonna try my best. This is day 3. Okay, I'm in the weeds. I'll get out eventually. I'll get used to it. Today we are going to be making 3 doughs. First dough is just bog standard, plain and simple bagel dough, which I will be seasoning the top with an everything in our kitchen bagel seasoning, because fuck knows where you can get everything bagel in the UK. I don't think you can. We're gonna make our own. Next, we're going to be making a potato, cheddar and jalapeno bagel. Last night, we were eating our dinner, we're having some mashed potato. I've got some left over. Hold, don't throw that away. I have an idea. I'm thinking, use the leftover mash in the dough. Why not? Add a little cheese, add a little spice. It's gonna be a good time. Bagel number 3. It's a little bit not so traditional. Where typically you would boil your bagels to reduce some of the starch, create that chew, that color. That's not what we're going to be doing in the last one. The last one is an egg bagel dough. If you've had a challah, or a braided, kind of brioche-like dough, similar to that texture, but the flavor is inspired by a sticky toffee pudding, one of my favorite desserts. And as it is becoming autumnal, what more could you want other than something a bit spicy, a bit warming? We're going to do a treacle cinnamon dough. I'm going to pipe a date jam in the middle, and then do the top with a crunch, kind of similar to a Mexican concha, if you've ever had that bread. We are going to start with making our plain dough. This is a really simple dough. You just start with some bog standard bread flour. So you want a high gluten, because again, the key part of a bagel is how chewy it is. So we're going in with, ooh, is this batch too big? Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll put them in the freezer. Stop worrying about it. That's what everyone's thinking. All right, it's 967 grams of flour. Very precise, I know. I'm sorry for using my hands. We did have a bit of palaver with some yeast. I don't encourage instant yeast, but I didn't have any fresh yeast to hand. I was like, I'll use the active dry yeast that I keep in the fridge. No problem. Yes, problem. I had 3 jars of yeast. They had all gone out of date because I'm an idiot. We got some instant yeast, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're in a pinch. It works just as well. The way that I calculate it is, this recipe uses fresh yeast. If you're using fresh yeast in a recipe, you always want to half that quantity for active dry yeast, and then 1-to-1 instant to active dry yeast. So I need 10 grams of this. That'll be a sachet and a half, basically. They're really trying to fuck with you here. And one of the best things about instant yeast, kind of similar to fresh yeast, which I can't get this open, you just put it straight into the flour. You don't need to dissolve it in any liquid like you would with active dry, which is nice. Especially if you're crunch on time, you're like, damn, I need these bagels ASAP. 10 grams in, boom. Okay, sugar. Need 25 grams of golden caster sugar. I talk normal. Okay, I know I talk funny. Now I talk even more funny because of my fucked up mouth. Sorry, I didn't even pour that slow. I got mad. I'll pour the next one slow. 18 grams of salt. I'm doing 17 grams. I have clean hands. Mix your yeast and sugar into your dough. You don't really want to put it all on top of each other because yeast is inhibited by sugar and salt, but obviously you need sugar and salt in bread, otherwise it tastes like nothing. Yeah? Yes? The only other ingredients we need is, do you remember this guy? Hey, bringing her back. You can use honey if you don't have this, but this is what you boil your bagels in. And I also feel like if you add it into the dough, Helps bring some of that flavour in as well. We need 30 grams of this. So I'm going to dissolve it into water before I put the water in. You don't need much, you only need 30 grams. Oh, 25. Boom, 30. Okay, now you want tepid tap water. If you put your finger in there, you want it to be the same temperature as your body. So it's not too hot, not too cold, like room temp. If it's too hot, you're going to kill the yeast. If it's too cold, your dough's going to take forever to rise. So we need 480 grams of water. This is about a 50% hydration, this dough. It's quite a tough dough. Again, as I said, it's quite chewy. Too much water. No, there's too little. There we go. Perfect. Shut up. I'm going to tiny whisk my barley malt into this water. I chose the smallest bowl in the world.
Yeah, that is sloshing all over the sides.
No. Alright, as long as it just de-sticks from the bottom, we're fine. I'm just gonna go in. I think the last time I made bagels was during the pandemic. When we first moved to this house. 5 years ago. Crazy. You'd think I'd lived in Somerset my whole life. Okay. We're going to knead this dough till it all comes together and we've got a good gluten structure. So we're just gonna pop that on. Just let it go. I will be tuning in with her to scrape down the sides. But in the meantime, we're going to be making our sweet dough. Because I'm playing around, I'm doing quite a small quantity for the sweet dough. We're going to hand knead it because it's so small it won't knead very well in the mixer. Bing. We are going to need 265 grams of flour. I'm also going to make these smaller. I kind of want, when you picture bagels in your mind, you picture, obviously, they've got that iconic ring. Now, there's two ways you can shape them. I will be showing you those two ways. One way is you make a ball, you make a hole, you kind of fluff around with it. Another way is you roll it and then you attach the ends. Now, one way I like is that if you make the bagels quite tight, the hole kind of becomes one and there is no hole. That is kind of the way that I want to do these bagels. One, it looks cute. Two, because I'm putting that crack over the top, it will just kind of cover the whole thing. There won't be a hole anyway. Meg, you look worried. Yes, I told you it's quite a tough dough. It will come together, don't worry. Have faith. 200 and, what was it? 65. So I'm gonna make these smaller and tighter. That's what that ramble was about. Then we need 5 grams of yeast in this one. Five in. Completely going to plan. Don't worry. I'm just gonna smush them down because there's still some dry stuff down there. Good. In this one, I'm going to use dark brown sugar and treacle to try and get that sticky toffee pudding vibe. And we're going to put a bit more sugar because obviously this is a sweet dough. So I'm going to put 25 grams of brown sugar. Meg's worried about the mixer. Don't worry about the mixer. Everything's completely fine. In. Then salt, 5 grams in this. Even though it is a sweet dough, you still do need salt in your dough, otherwise it will taste like nothing. In. Just gonna check on this guy. Even though you're working off a recipe and it says an amount of water, you still do want to feel your dough and feel, hey, do I think that needs more moisture in there? And I'm thinking I'm gonna put a splash. It is quite a tough dough. I just want to put a little splash in. Like that much. Not much at all. This is kind of no going back point as well. You can't really add any more water from this point. Hear that? That's the sound of... Was that the right move? Maybe. I don't know. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Meg, stop worrying about it. Next, treacle. Oh my god.
Treacle is a byproduct.
No, golden syrup is a byproduct.
I thought treacle was too, no?
Yeah, I think it is. glaze for salmon? Absolutely not. Lyles, they're just trying to sell this. They're like, we really don't want this. Do you know Marmite's a byproduct of making beer?
Delicious, delicious Marmite.
Yes. That's also a sticky lid now. You're welcome. Then, oh no, what am I doing? No water in this one. I may have stewed, more like, I put 6 chai black tea bags in to infuse in the water that I wanted to use for this dough. Because usually I would use like a beer. Oh, I could have used beer. No, I've gone for tea. I feel like tea and dates works really, really nicely. So we've got about 120 grams of that tea. Tea, treacle, salt. We also need butter. And the butter I'm literally going to melt in and put it straight into the dough. 20 grams of butter. Just going to melt this in the microwave. Whenever I melt butter or like chocolate in a bowl, I do the amount and then I do a little bit extra because it's going to coat the, you always leave a little bit. So 21 grams. Then we need an oof, but not the whole oof, okay? I only need the yolk. Just separate your egg. Bloop, 1 yolk in. Okay, butter in. It's hot. Ah, how could I forget? Cinnamon. Obviously we want some cinnamon. Do we want ginger as well? I've got to put ginger in. So I'm just going to put 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Or more. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. She's coming to the stage quite late in the game, but I wanted her. She's going in. I got this and I've never used it. It's supposed to help you mix doughs. So I'm just going to mix it all dry. Make sure I got everything. And now at this point I'm going to stop. I'm going to check on this. Our dough. You can see how tough this dough is compared to the previous doughs we made in the past, like the milk dough compared to this. But it's such a nice feeling, this dough. It's so dense. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just let it rest for like 5 minutes and then we're going to give it a final little knead. So I'm just going to put it in this bowl with a tea towel over and then we'll give it a little bit longer because it's quite a low hydration. The gluten in it is seized quite a lot. Keeping kneading it whilst the gluten's that seized is quite difficult. That's why our mixer smells like it's on fire. But it's fine. So in the meantime, we're going to mix our dough now. So that's everything in. I'm just going to pour that into our dough. Hey, game changer, I think. I love this tool. It means I'm not going to get hand cramp today. Okay, I'm going to go in with my hands at this point, once it's shaggy. I do love kneading doughs with my hands. It just feels right. Once you've done it enough times as well, you just kind of are able to get a feel for what, like you don't need to even look at it. You just can feel that the dough's ready. We're just going to go onto our work surface, knead by hand. This dough is like such a small amount, it will just like bobble around in there. There's really no point. There's another way you can knead, which is slap and fold, but because this is so dense, there's no way that's gonna work. Just do it the old-fashioned way. How long do you think this is going to take me? A million years later. So I've just let it rest for about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to put this back on while we're kneading. I'm literally just going to give it 5 more minutes and then it'll be done. We'll be kneading together. Hopefully they'll be done at the same time. Hopefully. Yeah, I don't really want to watch a show about a kid murdering someone. Nah, I'm actually okay. I think this one's almost there. Our doughs are almost ready. My arm hurts, so that's how you know. I do get to a point where I'm like, I'm just done. It is such a satisfying dough to knead though. This feels like Play-Doh. Look at that. You see that consistency? It's so satisfying. I am going to shape and let this prove now. It smells so good. That's a nice smooth dough, if you ask me. Perfect. Just gonna turn that off. Lightly grease it. Just pop her in. We're just gonna let that double in size. So that's one. Shoop. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's nicely developed. Try and create a smooth surface if I can. Don't really want to do that. I want it to be scrappy. That's good enough. Okay, that's our second dough. Again, into a greased bowl. Just gonna cling film that one. So these two probably take around an hour, so I'm gonna start an hour for those. And in the meantime, we're gonna make our final dough. Messy, messy. I'm not cleaning that. As I mentioned earlier, we have leftover mashed potato. Ta-da! This has been seasoned and it has butter and milk in, but I have calculated a recipe which should work. That's what I'm hoping. I am going to pass it through a sieve, however, because I don't want any lumps. Just hold while I do that. It's actually a good thing that he doesn't mash his potatoes that much, because if you mash your potatoes too much, they go gluey and really starchy. And obviously we don't want gluey, starchy potatoes anyway, but you also don't want that if you're putting it into a bread. I want 240 grams of this. It's like snow. All right, how much do we have? Perfect. Yeah. Does anyone know Bodger and Badger? I don't think they will, Meg. That's very niche. Well, if you do know it, let us know in the comments.
Comment Badger on it.
So we've got our mash. I'm doing half the weight of the flour in mash. Oh my god. Yeah, no, Meg, don't help. It's fine. No! Don't worry about it, I'll sort it out later. 483 clams. Hold the other bag. We're essentially doing half the other recipe we did, but I've adjusted the hydration for the potato. There we go, beautiful. So it's half the amount that we've done before. Potato is 75% hydration. In that, I have done some maths. A lot of maths, you can see here, maths. You see my maths? All these numbers. And I've figured out how much water I need to do to make the hydration of the dough stay what we want for bagels. For this one, we need 5 grams of yeast. Okay. Bing. We want 9 grams of salt. There's already some seasoning in the potato, so I'm not going crazy on the salt. That goes in. Then sugar, 15 grams. Okay, then we need 15 grams of our barley malt. Oh, I love being perfect. Who said that? Not me. By my calculations, it's 177 grams of water. So now all of this go in. That was how I was going to do it this whole time. Yeah, don't worry about it. Potato in. Okay, in. Yeast, water, barley, salt, sugar, flour, potato, in. Boom, done. On. Let's hope for the best, guys. If my maths are correct, then that dough should look like that dough. We'll find out. Alright, in the meantime, we need to make the biscuit topping and the date filling for our sweet one. But let's clean up first. Okay, but it's looking the right consistency. I'm just gonna put a splash, again, a splash more water. Not that much. Squirt, squirt. Okay, go. Okay, while that needs, let's make our little crackly top. Can I have another one? I'm sorry. Look at this dough. Perfect. 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 We need 85 grams of butter. I want it softer than that though. Fuck off this bowl. It's too big. I'm not making a lot. Bloop. I want 85 grams. That's fine. Just soften it in the microwave. That's demerara, isn't it? Yes. Nice and soft. Perfect. We're gonna add equal amount of sugar. Demerara, because I like the crunch. So we're gonna do 85. There we go. Just mix those together. You don't need to beat any air into this. You just want to cream them together. Okay, then I'm going to add a nice pinch of salt. I'm going to eyeball some cinnamon. That much. That looks like an 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then that much ginger. Sure. And I need flour, but I don't want to use bread flour for this. I'm going to do 95 grams. Plain flour. This is the exact same recipe I use for crackling for the top of my shoe buns. This just helps with shoe buns. It helps them keep their shape so that they don't burst out and look ugly. It keeps them nice and uniform, and it adds a nice sweet crunch, which I'm hoping it will add to the bread as well. Because we're not boiling these, they won't have the same chewiness as a traditional bagel. So I feel like this adds another element. Be really nice. Okay, and now you roll it out in between 2 sheets of parchment. Right, at this point, back to our dough. Just like that other one we were doing, I'm going to let this rest for 5 minutes, and then we will knead for 5 more. Because our freezer's quite small, I'm going to cut this into 2. Like this little book. I'm going to take some of that. You just want to roll it in between the paper to an even thickness. We're going to put it in the freezer, and then when we know the size of our bagels, we're going to cut around, which we're going to pop on top right before we bake it, essentially. That's the plan. I don't know if it's going to work. I think it will. I love a crunchy surprise. That's what we're learning from this. This is like the most boring job. I hate doing this at work. Oh my god. But it's satisfying when you get it perfect. Just as I said that. So, gonna stick those in the freezer until they're firm enough for us to cut. On to our dates. Now, I accidentally made too much tea earlier. That's gonna come into our favor now. I've got so much shit everywhere. Sorry guys, this is so embarrassing. I'm usually not like this. Okay, I've got about, I think 100 ml of tea left over. And to that, I'm going to put dates. Because we want to soften the dates so we can blend it into a nice jam-like substance. Dates are so sweet. They're like mostly sugar, basically. They're nature's candy. How many dates is enough? I'm gonna do one more. And a little bit of salt for balance. Well, you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of barley. Yes. We're thinking on our feet, okay? I need to make sure I save enough for the water later. But I want to do, just for flavour, like a tablespoon. And we're just going to put that on the hob. Let's go for 5, because we just want to almost like poaching them so they soften. So just let that do its thing. 11 dates. I've never been on 11 dates. I've been on 2. Meg, you've probably been on 11,000 dates. She's married. It's been 5 minutes. We give it 5 more and then she'll be done. Just gonna put away the stuff I don't need. I don't need these things no more. Dough number 13 is done. It is a little bit of a wetter dough than the first one we made, but I feel like it's just gonna be interesting. We're playing around here, you know? So, just gonna shape it. Put it into a greased bowl. Boom. And then we'll check that guy. This should time perfectly though for shaping, because once we've finished shaping those, we should be able to shape this right away. So let's put this guy to the side. These two are rising nicely. Cook them so you can mash them apart. I do kind of want to reduce this moisture a bit more, so I'm just going to turn it up. I don't want it to be too wet. It does smell like Christmas. Okay, that's good. I reduced quite a lot of that liquid. Now, I wonder who made a turmeric soup with this recently. Just get this little blend. Oh, Maggie, okay. Oh, Neverland! It was so hot. Is it on it? No, it's not on that. Projected out of this hole.
It got on all the extra.
I'm so sorry.
Fuck.
Sorry, Meg. Okay, I'm just gonna blend this. I'm sorry. I blended it. Got a little bit of vanilla. That is the consistency I wanted though. We'll be back in like half an hour. Just gotta let them improve. So I'll see you then. And the lens will be clean by then. I'm sorry. Right, bye. Hey, we're back. Time to shape. We have a very well-proofed dough. I will admit it's been like 2 hours. We had lunch. We were talking. What were we talking about? Fucking nonsense. This is the plain dough. Just want to knock it back. And because it's quite a dense dough, we shouldn't need much flour when we're shaping. We shouldn't need any really. So now I've got to think about how many I want to make. Yeah, I want these to be fairly large bagels because these are our dinner bagels. Yes, I think we'll get 12 out of this. So I'm just going to portion them all. Cover your bread.
One bagel is 5 slices of bread.
What?
Is that not true?
Well, it is quite dense, so it's got less water in. In that regard, it's 5 slices of bread, sure. But no, that's stupid. It's just denser. It's got less water in. Per grammage, there's going to be a higher percentage of flour.
Grammage, that's a new word.
That is a new word. I stand by it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Capiche? How do I want to shape these guys? I want ropes. So I'm going to kind of like shape them like this. I'm going to pre-shape them into like a sort of like an oval sort of shape so we can roll them into ropes. This feels right. See, you don't need any flour for this because it's such a dense dough. I'm going to shape them all. See you after I've done that. We're back, and I have pre-shaped all of these little guys. My plan is, let's take this one. We want to roll it so it's mostly equal thickness. Because we want to, I think I want it a bit longer than that, because it's going to prove, it's going to puff. So you want like a sausage. Oh, I can feel there's a fucking massive air bubble there. Well done. And then the way I've seen people do it before, some people like just like twist. Some people kind of you kind of envelop the end. That doesn't feel right. That feels wrong.
Maybe watch a tutorial.
Why would I do that? You've kind of got to like twist it together. I don't want that to be too thin. Oh God. Okay. What?
No, I love it.
That's a bagel!
Bagel.
Meg, you don't believe in me at all!
I believe in you.
Right. Well, that's first bagel's like first pancake. It's fine. I'm gonna put him there. I'm gonna cover that up because I don't want to look at it. I'm gonna do better, okay? This guy, I feel good about this one. Get equal thickness. And you just kind of, this is the way I see them do it in the delis, like that. And then you've got, you kind of want like, what? Oh no. She's fucking it. I'm fucking this. Oh, it's like, why I try to connect it gets so thin. And then I'm like, what the hell, what am I supposed to do? They make it look so easy.
Because I do it a million times a day.
Or just be like one of those cool bagel guys that just go, done, done. Touching it way too much. Even I can acknowledge that. Okay, I'm just gonna have to abandon that guy. Whatever. We'll give that one to Gully. I'm gonna shape them all and I'm gonna do great.
I believe in you.
It's not so bad. So we've got all of the plain ones shaped and they are starting to prove. In the meantime, we're gonna work on our sweet dough. So that has risen by half. It's a lot softer than that dough, which I think will work in my favor. This one, I'm gonna do smaller little babbies with it. I should be able to get 12 little guys out of this. Like really little guys. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, like 40 grams. Ding. Okay, for these ones, I have a plan. I'm going to roughly shape them into a little round, just like that. Like really rough, because we're gonna be rolling. And what does she mean by that? We can find out. Hey, if you're a bagel fan, then you know about the London Bagel Factory? London Bagel Place in Korea. Some of the most exotic but beautiful bagels I've ever seen. This is the way that I see them shape them, because they put fillings in this. Something which me and Meg may have argued about, and we came to the compromise of me only doing one. So they're all roughly shaped into balls. I'm gonna put my date mixture from earlier, which I've cooled in the fridge. Just gonna stick that into a piping bag. So, got that in a piping bag, and then I'm just gonna cut quite a small hole like that. Not crazy big, that's about a centimetre. Perfect. I haven't done this before. I'm going off of what I remember seeing in a video. You go smooth side down. And so we want to kind of roll it like that. So it's long. And then roll it out. Maybe these are too small. It's how big it tells you to make it in the book. It's fine. And then they do this. And then you pipe. I think I've gone too wide. No, not wide enough and too long. Hold that thought, everyone. We're learning. I want to go like wider. Okay, feel good about that. Then we stick this part to the table. I don't want to do 2 lines. It's a little chunk of date, maybe 3. Make sure we don't overfill, but I feel like that feels right. You go over. Like that, and then right. How did they do it? They kind of like opened it like a. You gotta kind of dock the ends together. Stop! Oh yes! Wow, she's done it.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's a bit too dense. Okay, I think I've got the idea. Right. It's a bowl. I think that one was a bit too, I didn't make it long enough, is what I'm thinking. These ones go straight on a baking tray, because we're baking them as soon as they're proved. Again, first pancake. Maybe I fucked that one up. I think this one will go better. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go long, like this. Then, flip it like that. See, because remember, gluten pulls back. You want to go long. I think that was my mistake. I didn't go long enough. That was my only mistake. Such an interesting guy. And then I need to leave more at the ends. And then we're gonna go again over. Shit. I hate everything I'm doing. Okay. That looks like a little guy. That's kind of what I was thinking.
First time.
First time. First time. I'm gonna do the rest and hopefully that'll get better and better as I go. Okay, they're all shaped. Just gonna let them prove. I'm just gonna put the oven on. I'm gonna set this oven to around 220. Our potato dough is just about ready, so we just need to chop up our fillings. I'll pipe the rest of this into my mouth. We don't have a crazy amount of jalapeños, so we might have to supplement with another pepper. Oh, 30 grams. That's not that many, is it? But we do have these Spanish hot peppers as well. Put some of those in. I'm just gonna snip these up to like little pieces. And then we're gonna put some of these in as well. You remember these from the pizza video. Hey. They're basically like jalapeños.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna slice those. Jalapeños are slightly like meatier. These are little skinny boys. 30 grams of each. I feel like that would be enough. So 60 grams total of the peppers. Just got some plain old cheddar. And I'm going to chop cubes. I'm gonna grate some on top as well. I kind of want to do that towards the end of baking. How much cheese do you think is the right amount of cheese? I feel like that's a good amount. That's, okay, 60 grams of peppers and then 120 grams of cheese. There's no such thing as too much cheese, right? Our potato and smoosh her down. This one's a little softer. So I'm just gonna, my plan is I'm literally gonna do that. This is a lot of filling. Yes. I need to keep all of this inside for during the boiling process. Okay, okay. The potatoes definitely made this a lot softer than the other dough. I'll say that. We're gonna go for 12 again. That's definitely too big, isn't it? Let's go for 100 grams each and see where that gets us. It's getting messier and messier. I know someone's gonna be watching this like, what are you doing? And you know what? I'm thinking the exact same thing. So that's so fair. Oh my god, perfect. So that makes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11's fine. Oh no. And like make rounds. Because I was going to try and do the other bagel shaping method. This might be the fail. The first fail. The braces have cursed me.
They're giving you power. That looks right. That looks. Do one of them like that.
I'm trying.
Oh god.
It's very wet. Everything's gone very wet. I put so much cheese in these. I don't even like cheese. I was playing to my audience. I haven't even bothered to cover these because the dough's so wet that I don't think it matters. But so we've got our pre-shape, and then I'm literally, this is the final bagel method that I know of, which is doing that.
That feels like the best way.
Save the best for last. We've got a lot of stuff going on here.
The fear is it all pisses out the water.
Meg really wants that to happen. She's mentioned it like 4 or 5 times now. She shouldn't trust me. Okay. Fuck. This is gonna be real risky. I don't know what's going on with that. It's an experiment, okay? I definitely put too much filling in this.
What makes you think that?
Ta-da! It's like Frankenstein's monster. I would say you're beautiful, but I'd be lying to you, and a mother should never lie to her children like that. I'm gonna let those ones prove. And in the meantime, I'm going to make my poaching liquid because I believe our baby boys are ready to go. So, stop laughing. That sip hurt. We have a boiling tap because we're bougie. Let's say, how much liquid do I need? Don't do this at home. I want it to like there. 2 liters of water. Yeah. To that, I'm just gonna put in what I got left. Very technical. Let's see how much we have here. I think as long as we have like around 100. Ah, we do. I'm gonna put a little splooge of honey in there as well. They put 510 grams of honey. So I would need half of that, that's 250, so I need a lot more. We might be like rinsing every single jar of honey we have now. So we're not just using barley malt, we're also using honey. But hey, I like honey. Ooh, I have some raw honey. Let's use that. It's so firm, it's really hard to get out. This has a really nice floral taste to it. Okay, we've got 240 grams of mixture of honey and barley malt in there. I'm gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna bring this to a boil. 9, put a lid on that. Let's check this little guy. They're getting there. Now what I want to do is I want to test the size to the crackling we got. Yes, that basically lines up with all of them. This one. So let's go get our crack out. That's pretty perfect. I don't need to re-roll it. Okay. So I'm just gonna put that back in the freezer till we need them. No, I could see that. I felt that happening. Ow, it's all falling apart. I don't know what's happening to me. I think my blood sugar level's dropping. I'm losing morale. I'll survive. I got mango in the fridge. I'll have some of that. How long has it been? These have been proving for about half an hour. I don't know how much bigger they're gonna get. I reckon I'm just gonna go with these. I make the rules here. Oven's preheated, so I'm just gonna pop these on top, just like this. Bet you've never seen someone do this to a bagel before. That one's the butthole one I did first. Cover him. Be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, hurry.
What? Well, that's not the first time I've done that. I had it on 9 with the lid on. What did I expect? Well, at least it's just really sticky water. People don't look at me. It's fine. Well, it's come to a boil, which is good. Why? Why? It's fine. All you gotta do is hope for the best, you know? In situations such as these. When you're trying something new. I'm gonna like try and smush them a bit. Right. You never seen a bagel like this? Hey. I'm gonna go for 10 minutes at 220 and then turn it down. Let's go. The poaching liquid may or may not have gotten in the oven. Oh, this paper's gonna fucking piss me off. Everything's going so smoothly, guys. You don't even need to worry about it. Okay, 10 minutes. Yep, we're fine. Look at these monsters, Meg. And look at the fucking connect. I did not do a good job here. I don't feel good about any of this. You poach them, egg wash them. Oh shit, we need to make our bagel seasoning. We'll do it on the fly. What was that? Maybe it's just gonna be sesame. We're realizing we only have sesame seeds, I think. Hey, there's sesame bagels. If we've got a problem with that, okay, you can take it up with me. I've had it up to here. My mouth hurts, okay? Everything overstimulated. Meg, come over here. We boiled our liquid. Our bagels have definitely doubled. And now we brought it back to a simmer. Now we need to boil them. And she just, nope. Please don't unravel.
The fingerprints you put in it.
Shut up!
And they just float in it?
For 2 minutes. I think we could get 4 in. I mean, what more could go wrong at this point? They're big. Hey, they're big. Alright, they said they would sink. They said it would sink and then float to the surface. They're floating the whole fucking time. What the hell? There's not much more I can do.
Lost a lot of liquid in the overflow.
You make a good point. Yeah, maybe they just float the whole time. Okay, you know what? That looks like, last time I made bagels, they look like that. They kind of take on a glassy kind of a visage. Okay, they're done. That one doesn't look that bad, you know. I'll keep him this way up. This one, I'll pop him in. We'll do a swap. Okay, okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe I was being dramatic.
You were 100% were being dramatic.
Okay. Now I need to get 3 more in with that guy. I'll be back when they're all boiled. Okay, okay, I'm gonna peek. Aren't they the cutest damn things you've ever seen in your whole life? I'm not gonna decrease. 5 more minutes. I think they'll be done. Oh, quick flip. So much going on at once. I've been egg wash. We're gonna egg wash those guys. Stick the sesame to it. I put, instead of, why do I have an hour-long timer on?
Did you do an hour instead of 1 minute?
Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did do that. It's all going well. I'm almost done. Poaching the first round. These guys, who knows? We're gonna brush them with our egg wash and a little bit of sesame. And hey presto, they'll go in. 3 more minutes on the ones we've already got in there, and then we can trade them out. I need a pastry brush and sesame. Egg wash, and then I feel like the way I want to do this is, I want to go, yes, look at that. We don't need to always jazz stuff up like that. Sometimes simple is best.
Exactly.
Have you noticed I'm doing the ugliest ones with the sesame because I'm trying to cover it up?
No.
Can you hear that? That's rain. It's been doing this all day. That's too much rain. Too much rain for one little island. Meg. Look at them! No, none of them leaked. I'm shocked by that actually. First I need to get these guys in ASAP. Quick. Jizzy part of the egg keeps coming onto it. It's so annoying. Stop! This one feels like it's hanging on by a thread. She really wants to unravel. Whoa. Oh, I fucking got loads on the side. Oh well. No one's gonna be like, oh, there's too much delicious sesame on my bagel. So we're gonna check these ones after 15 minutes. Hopefully by that time, we should be poaching our next batch. And that, I imagine that's gonna go really smoothly and it's gonna go really well. Okay, they're going in. Pippin, terrible, terrible timing. Please, 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 go there. Woo!
Okay.
Perfect,
Boy.
he always listens to you. Perfect. Meg's the perfect distraction. See them in 15 minutes. Now we just... Okay, it's time to boil these guys. Put it off as long as possible. Okay, let's bring it up a bit. Okay, 2 minutes.
Hey, they're not exploding.
What the hell? What the hell? I had zero faith in myself. All right, some of the cheese is floating away. We're losing some cheese.
Hey, some of it stayed. So you can see it floating down there.
I'm making cheese honey soup. What's your best side? I feel like that's probably his best side. That's as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, they're a lot softer than the other ones. That's definitely your best side. Okay. Okay! Not bad. Let's check the oven.
Oh wow.
Whoa! Oh, fuck.
Casualty.
What is this oven? Because look at that one. And then look at that one.
Swap those trays.
Right. Turn it down to 180 and give them like 10 more minutes. Just gonna finish boiling the cheesy boys. See you after.
Oh god.
What the fuck happened here? I'm gonna take that out.
Right though, Mary. They look like bagels.
They do look like bagels. Can't believe that though.
Oh wow.
Ooh, put your finger in that.
That feels like a woman's thigh.
Well, these ones are definitely, I'm pulling them no matter what. I don't want that any darker. But Mum's gonna look at that and go, I want those carcinogens right in me. I might. These ones are really yum. Alright, and we're done. I just need to glaze, let the other bagels have a little bit longer.
You know what this one looks like?
What?
The orc in
It does! Put those on a plate. I mean, those are bagels. They're very well done bagels. That's crazy. What?
Oh,
What?
shame bagel.
I think I'm gonna pull them now. Yeah! Alright, these guys going straight in. We know that that bottom shelf is the tricksy one. Thanks, Meg. See you guys. I want to add cheese, so I'm doing 10 minutes and then I'm thinking we're gonna add cheese. Okay, excuse the mess. And this. I don't know what happened. Not quite sure what happened here. It's like part of my outfit. Should we cut it open and see? I want to start with the high and go to that. So. I'm feeling very Bernie Sanders today. Okay.
Oh wow.
Look at that! Cooked through. And that'll be where the join is. But you got a little date paste going through. That is so fucking, that bloomin' cute, that. Meg? I'm gonna have to cut a really small bite. Mmm! That biscuit as well. I'm getting sticky toffee pudding. Like cinnamon roll sticky toffee pudding hybrid. Mmm. Mmm. It doesn't have the same chew as a bagel, but it's really like light. And I know it looks dark on the outside, but the dough was quite dark to start with.
Yeah,
So that would be from it. But that is delightful with a bit of like cream cheese. The biscuity crunch, that's really nice. I'm very happy with that. I do want to cut into that one because it is quite funny what has happened here. We've obviously got to cut it like a bagel. Apart from the bake, it looks like a perfect bagel.
Hey.
Look at that!
Hey! It's a bagel, Harry.
If only that wasn't like that. It means hey, the rest of them are going to be blooming lovely. Okay, we're going to wait until the potato ones are done and then we will tuck in. Do you want to try a bit of the innards?
Yeah.
Oven's making a weird noise. Camera B, you getting that? So we're just gonna peek. Whoa!
Oh, it's all going on in there.
Oh my god, they're cheese boys. Okay. Interesting. I'd say I'm gonna give them the 15 minutes, pull them, cheese them back in. Hello. We're cheesing. Whoa.
Wow.
Jesus. Jesus. Those were on the bottom. Are you fucking serious?
Which one was that?
That was the top one now. Basically done cooking. I just want to melt some cheese on top. Should I put them on top of these ones? So you can't see the burn.
What burn?
I won't cheese all of them. I'll cheese these 2 trays. Why does it keep burning? Sorry. That's filled me with rage because it'd been perfect otherwise.
I think maybe we should try on using the other oven.
Yeah, probably. So I'm the stupid pastry chef.
No, you're not.
Holding the oven shut with my knee because it keeps popping open. I'm depressed.
No, you're not.
Everything's burnt.
Holy man.
Well, they don't look terrible. I guess we gotta get the boys in to try them. We're dressing a bagel. I want to do that one. Snatch. We got some spring onion, also known as spring onion. That's enough. And capers, which I think I just realised I don't like. But I know people do it, put them on it, so we'll do it. We'll do it. Yeah, but I can't understand how this is going to add anything to this experience. Tang. Okay. Capers are in tartar sauce. I don't like tartar sauce, so we're learning some things.
Interesting.
Look at this nice salmon. It's Scottish. We've got our salmon, we've got our
Big butter.
butter. We've got cream cheese. Oh, are we disagreeing here?
I disagree.
If you've got cream cheese, you don't need butter. If you're having a bagel with cream cheese, do you need butter?
Yes.
No. Okay, I'll do one half with, one half without.
Cool.
I don't believe you need it though. Okay, we've got a good crust. This is where I cut into my hand and bleed everywhere. Do you believe that there should be butter on a bagel with cream cheese?
Yes.
Fuck off. Of course you're going to agree with your wife.
I didn't tell him to say that.
Yeah.
Wait. No.
Yes, there we go. Okay. Okay, I'll butter the non-sesame side then. I still think you're wrong. You didn't believe in me!
I did believe in you.
She just believes in butter more.
Okay. Next salmon. Okay. Try and do it in an artsy way. Okay. Okay, we're almost done. And then capers. Fuck. Don't look at that. Shut up! There you go, Meg. There you go, Jules.
How many bites are we going for?
One.
No! A normal amount! I have to cut a little piece.
Normal amount.
Normal is one.
Normal amount.
Oh, God.
No! This goes so wrong. Are you crying? No one told you to do that.
For every chew that took, like and subscribe.
Is it good?
It's worth it. It's beautiful.
Very good.
That was delicious.
It's really good.
Ooh! So this is the one that I made with
Oh my
potato in the dough.
Wait, Harry. Potato.
Exactly. Help yourself.
Okay.
It's got little spicy peppers in as well.
Harry's food's that good.
Oh, okay.
The spicy
Ooh,
with the cheesy
good
is
spicy.
good spicy. I put a lot of spicy in there. They got a little core of date running through them.
Wow.
Jules, I'll put it down there.
Okay.
That's for you. We've already
Thank
eaten some of
I'm
this.
like 2 bagels behind you somehow.
For fuck's sake!
He's mad about it.
So good, you have to eat it in one bite. That's a great tagline.
Your dad's gonna go nuts for that.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
A success. I would say I have to have the oven about 10 degrees lower. I will change that in the recipe. For an experiment, those two are quite good.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah.
Concha.
No
What's
worries.
concha, Harry?
It's a Mexican sweetbread. A sweetbread that has a crunchy topping.
And isn't that the Spanish word for shell?
It is. It's carved to look like a shell. Wow. We're all learning something here. I didn't know
our
that.
shells today.
Learning
Boom.
with Harry.
Oh, it was perfect. Thank you for appearing on screen. Thank you for watching. I hope you make these at home. And if you do, let me know which one you like the most. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.
Rob Julian!
Oh my god, this is the most aggressive episode yet.